hold this.
I'll start by calling him, right?
Should open up the horn.
Yeah, you blow the horn.
Yep. And then, yep. There you go.
Hey, Shalom. This is Life School at UPK. I started out at 1 West Harlem, New York, in Milwaukee. Today's Sabbath service class, we're going over Sabbath means rest. So this is the day of rest. Right now, as the priest, we're here to do the service of the Sabbath to make sure that we keep everything holy and keep the law in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. I'm Priest Captain Debar Ma. This is Priest and this is Priest and Officer among the bar. All right, with that being said, first priest, present thyself.
Kananya, Banya Howder.
Amadim Shabbat, Amadim Barak. Right?
Registry first.
Registry. All right. Step up a little bit further if you could. There you go. Water.
Kananya, Banya Howder, Banya Shala.
Kananya, Banya Howder, Banya Shala.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakathum.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakathum.
Scrolls. No, he got to hit the horn.
Laya Shala.
Supposed to be getting covered.
Amadium, Wapanya Kudum, which means stand and face the east. There's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. You can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verses 9 through 13. Nabanawa. Bashamai. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakuka. Taba'a. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Arataza. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamai. Thumbnawa. Macomb. Call. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'a, Tabianawa, Banasawan, Abal, Shanawa, Mayan, Right, Kaya, Laka, Mulakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, Nawalamya, Aman.
In English, our Father,
Our Father,
art heaven,
art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debt.
And forgive us our
As
debts.
we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the
And
kingdom,
the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. Pray for the Hakak, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Baba Kusha.
Baba Kusha.
Thundernaut.
Thundernaut.
Hakak.
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 Narpa.
Narpa.
Kal Machala.
Kal Machala.
Wakal Marwa.
Wakal Marwa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Dr. Ha.
Dr. Ha.
Hamatazarain.
Hamatazarain.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Halakwim.
Halakwim.
It's like Lahakwim.
Lahakwim.
Hamathim.
Hamathim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Arakwa.
Arakwa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Lagarson.
Lagarson.
Shem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Wadaman.
Wadaman. In English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of
The
disease.
power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
So be it.
Thank you, so be it. For the blessed Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayashala.
Wayashala.
Wahabaya.
Wahabaya.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Barak.
Barak.
Shem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Wadaman.
The Wadaman.
We just said was Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
Excuse me. I'll start over. Lord.
Lord.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Bless us.
Bless us.
Israel.
Israel.
In the school.
And the school.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha. Yanyan.
Ayan.
Ahahari.
Ahahari.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yabaha.
Yahweh.
Azari.
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 Mai.
Mai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Barataza.
Barataza.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Namuwak.
Namuwak.
Ragalka.
Ragalka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Anna.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayasan.
Yayasan.
Shawamah.
Shawamah.
Yashal.
Yashal.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamaka.
Shamaka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Aliyah.
Aliyah.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Ashma.
Ashma.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wa'ira.
Wa'ira.
Walayila.
Walayila.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashmaka.
Yashmaka.
Makara.
Makara.
Yashma.
Yashma.
Atnapash.
Ashpash.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashma.
Yashma.
Tazat.
Tazat.
Wabawak.
Wabawak.
Maita.
Maita.
Ba'ai.
Ba'ai.
Awulam.
Awulam. In English. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel.
he that keepeth Israel
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is the shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by
Nor
day,
the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all
He
evil.
shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
This time forth.
This time forth.
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Al-Hayim.
Al-Damya Laka.
Al-Hayim.
Al-Taharash.
Al-Hayim.
Wa'al-Tashakwa.
Wa'al-Tashakwa.
Oh.
Ah.
Kayahana.
Kayana.
Awayabyaka.
Al-Hayim.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanayaka.
Sha'awa Ra'ash.
Sha'ara.
Al-Aimaka.
Al-Hayim.
Ya'ariyamu.
Yahama.
Sawa.
Shawa.
Waya.
Waya.
Taya Aitazawa.
Tayayatazawa.
Altazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazawamika.
Amarwa.
Amaru.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magawi.
Magawi.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Shamya Sha'ala.
Shamya.
Iwa.
Iwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Aitazawa.
Naha Atazawa.
La. Yakharwa, Alyaka, Barya, Yakarat, Slaki, Yakaratwa, Ahalia, Adawam, Waya Shemai Alayam, Mawab, Bahagari, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Parashat, Amishabi, Tazawar, Gam Asawar, Nalawa, Imam, Ayawa, Zarawat, Kabanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasiyah Sara'ah, Kayabian, Barakal, Uyashwan, Nashamaru, Ba'ayan Na'aru, Haywa, Daman, Ladam, Shaitamu, Nadayab Mawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Waksabak, Waktazal Manai, Kalana Sakamu, Ashar, Amaru, Nai Rashad, Nanwa, Nawa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shaitamu, the Galgala, the Quat, the Panya Rauka, Ka'ash, Tabaira Yaira, Wakalahaba, Salaha, Haryam, Khan Taradatma, Basairika, Wabasawapatka, Tabalaham, Mala'a, Hanyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Ariai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabarwa, Wayadaiwa, Kayata, Shamka, Yahawah, Lapadka, Ayawan, Cow, Arataza.
In the English, keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumble.
Thy enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come. Let us cut them off from being a nation.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Moab.
The Hagarenes.
Gabal.
And
Amalek. The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher is also joined with them.
Asher is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah.
Doing to them as to the Midianites.
Doing to them as to the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sarah.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
And the brook of his son.
And the brook of his son.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make nobles like Oreb.
Like Zed.
Like Zed.
Yea. All the princes of Sabbath.
All the princes of Sabbath.
And as Amunah. What said? Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the house of God in possession.
The house of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
They may seek thy name.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea. Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou, whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is your house.
Is your house.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. Pray for the power structure in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shai.
Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shai.
Wama Yakahala.
Wama Yakahala.
Wala Hayim.
Wala Hayim.
Batazab Yah.
Batazab Yah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yah.
Alawap.
Asaranya.
Asaranya.
Batazayan Yah.
Batazayan.
Akaya Yoli.
Akaya Yoli.
Waha Akwaki.
Akwaki.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahweh Shai. Wara Aman.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh. And the angels.
The angels.
Commanded General Yahweh.
The
generals.
The
captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
So be it.
Thank you, so be it. So out to the front.
copy. Oh, Salaki. Take these.
You shot me? You see the
All right, we're in Genesis chapter 45 and 15. Genesis 45 and 15. Whenever you're ready. Should be on page 98.
well, yeah. Nashak. Laka. Yakol.
Lakal.
Yawa. Will you bar? Will you bar? I'll all Hayum Slaki. I'll hum.
Slap. You don't want to spell. Down here. That's where you at. He's at Ilahum. Slap. Yeah, you good. Ilahum.
I'll hum.
That's why. So the one that you had before. Not this one before.
I see.
You said
Well, yeah, the bar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a rock. That's what threw me off.
Will you bach?
There you go.
Will you bach? Will you bach? I'll hum.
Ilahum.
I'll hum.
Ilahum.
I'll hum. Wa kara. Korea.
That would be what? A car, yeah.
Well, Akaria.
I'm gonna leave you alone from here on. You got it.
Kana. I mean, Khan. It's like.
What's my name, brother? What's my name?
The bar.
Mm-hmm. But there's something at the end with that.
The bar.
It's not a gift.
The borrower.
Mm-hmm.
Athayawa.
Close.
Is it Ahayawa? Ahayawa?
I don't see a lot in there.
Ahayawa.
Connect. Do some connectors in there. Two of those characters are connected. The two others are singular.
Aha. Aha.
Put it together. I'm to you. What am I to you in Hebrew? You're what?
I don't want.
Yes, that's true. But before that, we are brothers, right?
Final
How do you
con.
say that in Hebrew? How do I call you my brother in Hebrew?
We can go over that in the academy.
Oh no, you don't know how to say brother in Hebrew? We say it all the time. Amagabar, how do you say brother in Hebrew?
Shalom, Mak.
So does that look familiar?
You were.
There you go. Give him a hand. Nah, real shit. When you work shit out, you only get better. Go ahead, it's a lot. Excuse me.
Athaya.
There you go. Give him a hand. You work that one out itself. Good shit.
Verse 16. Wahakwal.
Close. You can keep going after that one. It's pretty much.
Cool. Wahakwal.
The wa is singular. Everything else is together. Actually, I'm sorry. The wa and the ha is singular.
Kwala.
No, listen. The wa and the ha are singular, not connected. The other things are connected.
Waha. Kwal.
Good job.
Nasham. Nasham. Nasham.
The na and the sha are singular. Everything else is connected.
Na. Shamai.
Good job.
Na Shamai. Bayath.
Mm-hmm.
Parai. Parai.
Mm-hmm. Yes, keep going. You got it. Keep going.
Oh, Parai.
Basically.
La Amar.
Mm-hmm.
Bawaf. Bawa.
Well, you see a what? At the end, right?
Ba'ahwa.
There you go. Ba-ah-wa.
Ba'ahwa. Ba'ahwa.
Ba-ah-wa. But see, it could be pronounced different. Like I know that that a man would just say ba-wa. He'd be absolutely right. Or a brother could say ba-ah-wa and be absolutely right. Once you get more fluent with it, then you'll just say ba-wa.
Okay. Achya. Achya.
Mm-hmm.
Yawasapa. Yo, what's up?
Good job. Yeah, what's up with you? Sound like, yo, what's up?
Every Ephraimite wants to name their kid, y'all, what's up?
Mm-hmm. You know what that is, right? Y'all, what's up? You know what name that is? He just gave you a clue. Every Ephraimite wants to name their kid, y'all, what's up? They're from the tribe of, originally would be
Ephraim.
Who's Ephraim's father? The Puerto Rican don't like the fact that you don't know his history.
It wouldn't be Noah.
No. It would be a son of Israel. Noah is not a son of Israel. Joseph, for time's sake. Yawasop is Joseph.
I definitely heard that before, so I didn't remember. I was under the pressure.
It's all right. Let's keep going.
Wayayo. Todd. Oh, Taba. Waya ya Taba.
You had it right. Tab at the end.
Waya ya Tab.
Waya Yatab. That's
Waya
correct.
ya Tab. Ba'ai Yanaya.
Smooth that out.
Ba'ai Yanaya.
Yunya. Let's just say your name. Kananya. By Yunya.
Ba'ayanya.
Because ayun is the root word. Ayun. Ba is before is a prepositionary word. And then ya is the tense or the makes it gives the connotation. So basically you ayun. So by ayunya.
Para Aya.
You did this one already above.
Para I.
Good job. And you just did this one basically.
Yab Ayan yeah.
Not a yeah.
What's the root word in that? What's the root word?
But Aya.
No. Go back a word before the one you just did. Para'ai. Before that one, go to that one. What was that? Ba'ayanya. What's the root word? It's the same word over there, except for there's an extra prepositionary word to it. The root word to that is still ayun.
Yab Ayanya.
Wa ba
Oh, Salaki.
ayanya.
Waba Ayanya.
I'm not supposed to be helping you, but I can't help it. Go ahead.
Ibad Yawa.
Good job.
It's like this here for time's sake, if I may.
Please.
Verse 17. Well, y'all Amar. All right. Oh, y'all was shot. Amar. Al Akayaka. Za'a. Aishwa. Ta'inawa. Af. By Yarokam. Walakawa. Bawa. Select. Arataza. Kanaim. Verse 18. Ikakua. Ah. Abiakam. Wa'a. Batikam. Wabaawa. Alya. Wa'athana. Lakam. Ah. Tawab. Arataza. Batazarian. Wakalawa. Ah. Talab. Arataza. Verse 19. Watha. Tazawayatha. Za'at. Aishwa. Kahwa. Lakam. Marataza. Matazarim. Agalwa. The top of come. Walanashikam. Wanasha thumb. Af. Abiakam. Waba slacking. Waba thumb. Verse 20. Wayanyakam. All. Fakas. I'll. Kaliakam. Kaya. Tawab. Call. Arataza. Matazarium. Lakam. Awa'a. Slacking. Hawa'a. Verse 21. Waya Aishwa. Khan. Banya. Yashala. Wayatan. Laham. Yawasa. Agalawa. Al. Paya. Parai. Wayatan. Laham. Tazara. Ladarak. It's those 7 in Hebrew. Switching over to the English from Genesis chapter 45, verse 15. If you're ready, kick it off. That's why I handed you that one. I thought you were good.
Yeah, Cap did it.
Slacker Pack. You get this brother on the mic, please. How's your old English?
There you go. Give it it. No, I'll take the old English. You want this one?
I prefer that too. We need more 1611s.
Yeah. And this, I think, is mine expressly. I think my name is in here somewhere.
What for your donation?
Absolutely not a donation.
See how quick you cut that shit off.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 45, verse 15. Moreover, he kissed all his brethren and wept upon them.
Stop. 1 second. Do you mean to tell me that there's homosexuality in the Bible? Excuse me. Is this a man kissing another man? He kissed all his brothers, right? Read it again.
Khan. Moreover, he kissed all his brethren and wept upon them.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Who knows? Raise your hand if you know what that means. Go ahead. Actually, You about to raise your hand? Go ahead.
Salaka, is it like the holy kiss and what we do?
What do we do? We do this?
No, we do.
What do we do? We salute each other, correct? Yes.
Yes.
A kiss. So then break that down for me, though. It says kiss, though. It says he kissed them all and cried. What do you mean? Salute. What do you mean? Break that down for me. I'm new. I don't know what you're saying. Like, I don't understand that. What do you mean? Kiss. It said kiss. It didn't say they dapped it up. Break that down for me, priest.
I mean, the modern day definitions is kind of hacky, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they always change it.
Go ahead.
They always change it to for us not to follow our original, heritage and the things that we do. You know what I mean? To fit whatever they got going on, and
I don't know. How do you get kiss? How do you get dap from kiss? It said they kissed each other. You add into the scriptures. You add into the scriptures.
Wow.
So then, how you explain that? How do you explain that? Please help us. Like, we're coming out of the Christian church. We want to know what you're talking about. And what does that mean? Anybody care to help him? Go ahead, priest.
Slide, sir. So I got the Blue Letter Bible open, and then I'm looking at the word kiss.
Go ahead.
So the outline of biblical usage. The first one is to put together, kiss. C is to touch gently. 2 is to handle, be equipped with. To be equipped. Strong's definition. Idea of fastening up to kiss, literally physical touch.
There you go. Touch. That's how you do that. You break that down as that. Touch. So basically, when we do this, in order to do that, I got to do what?
Touch.
So in order to know that Judas didn't kiss our King Yahushua with his lips to lips or lips to face, could there be a less gay way to touch a brother? Yes. Here it is, right here. So when you're reading this right here, he saluted his brothers and he cried. You understand? That's Israelite culture. Israelite culture is no gayness to Israelite culture whatsoever. You understand? So they touch, they dapped. A dap is another way of touch, right? Of saying touch. Go ahead.
After that, his brethren talked with him.
Because I'm telling you right now, you kiss me, we ain't talking. You kiss me, and the way American people kiss each other on Valentine's Day or standing under mistletoe, you kiss me, brother, you lost your lips. Go ahead. And we ain't talking after that. So basically, he it sounds like he's saying either hello to his brothers or goodbye to them, one or the other. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And the fame thereof was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brethren are come.
Mm-hmm.
And it pleased Pharaoh well, and his servants.
Yeah, and the men that was underneath him. Meaning, I think this is a story where Joseph's brother came to him to Egypt after he did, you know what I'm saying, he let them know that he was Joseph. Is this correct?
Come.
And so, yes, if I was, that's like, you know what I'm saying, us selling a Mungo bar into cartel. You understand? We sell him to the cartel. He been working for the cartel for 8 years and became second in command of the cartel. You understand? Now we need him. We fly down and we go into Mexico, and he have us thinking we about to die out here
Because your stash ran out.
Yeah, not the stash, but I don't know. Y'all got money. We need you. You understand? We need you for some reason. I don't know. We flee down to Mexico. We in your territory. Maybe we got to feed the Haitians like we did before.
There we go.
You understand? So we go down into your territory, but somebody wants to unalive us. They try to unalive us, but a Mungo bar says, "No, bring him to me. Bring him to me." But we don't recognize that it's him because he's all carteled out. You understand? He don't look the same anymore. Now, instead of a Munga boy having just a beard alone and all that, now he wearing the hats and all the boots and all that. He looking like a ranchero. And so we don't know who he is. It's dark. And then he says what y'all need. And we forgot 8 years later what our brother was. And then he see us and remind us that he's our brother. And then after that, he salute us. How much would that salute make you want to cry after you done seen your brother? And you ain't seen your brother in 8 years. 8 years. We needed you, even though we sold you down in the cartel, but you cried. You when you saw us and let us know who he was, the first thing we're gonna do is this. They salak you. We're gonna do this. They salak you. And then there's some emotion that come with that. You understand? They ain't seen their brother in a long time. Go ahead. You could go ahead.
Because they thought he was dead.
They thought he was. No, they definitely thought he was dead because they sold him into captivity in Egypt to die.
Yeah.
Because they was jealous.
Yeah.
You understand? Go ahead. You can keep reading, please.
Khan, verse 17. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, say unto thy brethren, this do ye, lay your beast, and go and get you unto the land of Canaan. Verse 18. And take your father and your households and come unto me, and I will give you the good of the land of Egypt, and ye shall eat the fat of the land.
Let me tell you something. There was a time when the Egyptians were absolutely hospitable to us, which is why when you go to Deuteronomy chapter 23 and 7, it says not to abhor him, because there was a time when the Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, told Joseph to call his father and tell him to bring all his cattle, tell him to bring all he has, his whole household, and come into Goshen, come into Avaris. That was the best land that you could find. The best land you could find out there. He gave it to us. And then there we was able to dwell. How do you think we went from 70 souls to millions? It don't just happen like that overnight. The Pharaoh was absolutely hospitable to us because of his respect to Joseph and his honor to Joseph and his duty to Joseph. You understand that he would call absolute strangers unto him and have them come down there and take the best land that he got in Egypt. You know how rich Egypt got to be to even say that? That's like America saying, go ahead and take our best land. Well, come on now. Like, that's crazy. There was a time, and this was it. Go ahead.
Khan. Verse 19. Now thou art commanded, this do ye. Take your wagons out of the land of Egypt for your little ones and for your wives, and bring your father and come.
He gave him an order to do this. You understand? He didn't even give him a choice. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, that kind of reminds me sometimes of like when I was down in Texas.
Go ahead.
Like, they had to order me to chill out. Yeah.
Yes. First of all, give Ephraim a hand. Give him Monkey Boy a hand. Everywhere he go, he show how he's a workhorse. And some brothers, I'm gonna tell you something. Some of us be battling with so many demons. The only way to calm those demons are to just get to work out. That's a form of medicine right there. If you want to get rid of those demons that's in your mind all the time, don't sit and do nothing.
Right.
Because when you sit and do nothing, your mind is idle, and then you become a playground for them demons or them evil spirits or those bad thoughts. You understand? That's how you do it. You get busy. That's what you do. Go ahead.
If I could,
yes.
Even in Detroit, when we was at
yes.
the album release party, you had to give him
an order to get off Shamar. I had to order him to get off Shamar, and he damn near wanted to disobey the order. He looked at me like he wanted to take me to counsel for that shit. Yeah, I'm telling him, imagine this. This is how brotherhood reigns in the UPK. Because a brother see that I see a Mungabar work all day, every day, more than any of you see. You understand? We live together. I see him work, slave, work, slave. He never gets a chance to just breathe. So we go to the album release party in Detroit, and he's on guard. And I'm like, no, enjoy yourself. I don't need you to be on guard. You didn't come out. They got a guard. He looked at me like, nah, Cap Salakia. If I may, I just want to just. I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, no, you got to stop. That's an order. And brother, the way he looked at me was like, I'm gonna do this because I fuck with you, cuz. But listen, if I ain't know you, we'd be fighting. You understand? Like, he did not want to stop working. You need men like that. You need men who just want to work and who will work until they get callous on their hands, or they get blue feet, or they, you know what I'm saying, or they got cramps all in their legs, and you understand, their back hurts. This is brothers like that, man, that are absolutely a rarity. You understand? But you can find them in the UPK,
Right.
or you can find them in the world, and they doing all of that for themselves. They doing all of that to benefit themselves, and they don't really care. Like, I'm just sorry, I'm just gotta say, like people like Geno Jennings and people like Nathaniel Seven and people like Bubba Blowfish, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's his name? Rakash Yar, and these fake Israelite groups and talk. They don't care about nobody else. They only care about themselves. So they'll do the work. They'll do the work. You'll see it look like this. Oh man, they're doing so much work. There's no way they can outshine a real man who does the work of the Lord. You sometimes, like you said, Uncle Bob, sometimes you just got to give a brother the order. Just chill out. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And that just reminded me here of how Pharaoh was telling these men, like it's an order to make it easy on yourselves. Get these wagons, bring your family here. So if you can get up out of that famine afflicted area, and kick your feet up and relax and breathe easy.
It's damn near like Pharaoh wanted brotherhood and peace with these men, even though our law says that we can't be brothers to them. There's no way. He's trying to tell him. He's trying to tell him, now you're gonna let me do something nice for you. You understand? What would that look like today? If Donald Trump called Commander General Hanna and the generals and said, "Hey, listen, man, I'm gonna give y'all all this power. I want you to have the authority amongst your people in America. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to take them, and I want you to take our best land. I want you to go get Wyoming. I want you to have Nebraska. I want you to have, give me some more. I want you to have the Dakotas. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have the best land that we got. I want you to have Montana. You know what I'm saying? I want you to have that. And then I want y'all to take everything you have, and I want you to go there. Do you know, don't get it twisted, Commander Hunter would do it. He'd just be like, all right, no sweat, let's go. You understand? But if he told some unlearned person that, you know what they would do? They would be like, yeah, nah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's a trap, come with this, or blah, blah, blah. Like Donald Trump ordering you, I'm not even giving you a chance. I'm about to write in the law that y'all don't have a choice. You have to go. We're gonna round you up and send you to these states. It's damn near like that. That's damn near like what the Pharaoh's doing. You understand? Go ahead. Don't expect that from America, though. Right. America's not going to do that. Even though this is the land of Egypt, America is never going to let you go. Christ got to come back to get you. So I'm just speaking a hypothetical thing. You understand? Go ahead. You can go back to that banner that you just had up there. Let's go back to that banner that you had up there. It moved everything out the way. What did you show somebody's comment? Let's do that. Go to ISUPK, share, subscribe. Do that. You see that comment up there? Put that up there. Please. Keep that there. The water. Go ahead.
Verse 20.
Go ahead.
Also regard not your stuff, for the good of the land of Egypt is yours.
That's like, hey, damn. That's damn near like, hey, tell all the black people in America they don't even need to take their stuff. Y'all just go to this land that I give you. It's the land is so good, you can rebuild this yourself. All you have there, you can just make there yourself. Go ahead.
Come. Verse 21. And the children of Israel did so, and Joseph gave them wagons according to the commandment of Pharaoh, and gave them provisions for the way.
Hey, listen, that must have been a good time to live. Little do they know, shortly after they were going into slavery.
Right.
And that's why the Egyptians became our enemies. You understand? That's why. All right, with that.
It's like, can we have Kanani sitting for a while?
Absolutely. We can do that.
All right, so back into the Hebrew, Genesis chapter 45 and 22 through 28. Just read the first couple.
45?
Yeah. 22. If you're feeling like you want how you want to roll, if you want to keep going.
Come. Lacombe.
Yeah.
Lacombe. Lacombe.
La Colum.
Oh, Salakia. La Colombe. Nathan. Laash. La Ayash. Khala. Salaki. Kala. Poyath. Kalapwath. Shom Latha. Shom Latha.
You're connecting the wrong stuff.
Shemalath.
Good job.
Walad. Layad. Wait, sorry.
It's not a good.
Walad.
It's not a duh.
Walab.
Walla. And then keep going. Walla.
Wala. Banayum. Banayum.
Close. Walla. Bun. Yaman.
Yaman.
Walla. Bun. Yaman. The ma and the na connected at the end. Walla bun Yaman. Yaman.
Walaba Yaman.
Do you see it?
I mean, Slaki, I can't tell where it's connecting at.
I know. It just comes with experience.
Okay.
It comes with experience, and it comes with experience in mastering the ancient Hebrew. When you master the ancient Hebrew and you get more words in your repertoire, you would look at that and say, that can't be that. It has to be this. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Once you got to understand is with Hebrew words, the majority of these words are long like that because they have different prepositions to them. So once you realize the root word, then you'll see the preposition. Go ahead.
Come. Nathan. Shalash. Ma'ah.
Come on, you're not connecting it right. Remember, I told you prepositionary words or the characters that come before the root word. Boom, boom, boom. Then the connector.
Ma Atha. I mean, Slaki. Ma Yatha.
It's not a good.
Ma Watha. Awatha.
Ma Wath.
Oh, Slaki.
Connecting it wrong. Ma Wath.
Basap.
That's a k.
Kasap. Kamash.
There you go. Usually those 4-letter words are like that. Usually the 4-letter words are single, connected. Single, connected. Single, connected. If it's a 5-letter word, then it's usually going to be either single, root, and then something at the end. So ma ibad wa. Ma ibad wa. If it's 5, it's usually like that whenever you see them. But whenever you see 4 characters, it's usually single, connect.
Okay.
So try that in your mind. Whenever you see a 4-letter word, let's try that.
Lapath.
Where you at?
Right after
Hold on, I missed it.
what
Where we at? In verse 23?
And 22, right before 23.
All right.
Lapath. What? Lapath.
What?
Lapath.
Lapath. Yes, correct. Go ahead. I had to find where you was at. Go ahead. Remember, single, connect.
Shema Latha.
Well, you that's too many. You didn't connect. You did them all single. Single, connect the last 2. Single, connect the last 2. Whenever you see 4, single, connect the last 2.
Shema Latha.
You keep talking about latha. Shema la.
Shema.
Yes, because you connect the la and the tha together. And instead of it saying latha, it goes lath. So shema lath.
Come.
All right, let's try it. Keep going.
Verse 23.
Now this one, now when you see 6 characters, it's usually the same thing. One prepositionary, the root word, and then the way it ends, which could be 1 or 2. Now, if it ends with 2, then it's going to be connected. So you got wa, la'ab, 1.
1?
Yeah, I mean, excuse me. No, wala, ya wa. I'm sorry. Wa, la'ab, ya wa.
Wa la'ab yawa. Wa
So what's the root
la'ab.
word? What's the root word?
La'ab.
Yes. What's the prepositionary word?
Wa.
And what's the ending?
Yawa.
Good job. Go ahead.
Shalak.
Yes.
Kazaf.
No, it's a 4. It's 4, right? Kaza'ah.
Kaza'ah.
You have it. You see 4 characters? Kaza'ah. What's the next one?
I Shara. I mean, it's like,
Yeah, that was right. That was absolutely right. I Shara.
I Shara.
That was because the R and the H is connected, right? Yes. That's where you get the R sound. I Shara. If it wasn't connected, then it would be Salaki. It would be I Shara. But it's not. It's I Shara. So you got it right. Go ahead. Now you got 5 right here. Let's see you do this. So this is a little difficult for you.
Yarum.
Nope. Not with this one.
Let me select it. The
root word. Start with the root word and then end with something different.
Marum. Mayum.
How about kamarium? Because the root word is kamar. There is no prepositionary there. Kamar is the root word and then yum. Now this next one, you'll see something different.
Kamarium.
Do you see where we get that from? Kamar is the root word and then yum. How do I know? Because the yum is at the end. You know what I'm saying? But the next word is a little different. Go ahead.
Nasha Ayum. Or Nashun.
No, you had it closer. You was closer then.
Nasha Ayum. Ayum.
Nasha ayam.
Nasha. When you said Nasha, I thought it was supposed to be the Y with the thing.
No, Nasha ayam.
Oh, okay.
But you was the same thing because a Munga bar would just say it how you said it. Right or wrong, a Munga bar?
Probably. So
Go ahead. Next word. Start with the buh. Next word. Start with the. Where we at? Am I in the wrong spot? Yeah, I was in the wrong spot. It's the muh.
Ma to yad.
not a yeah. It's not a duh.
You had the muh right.
Ma wiyab.
No,
What
you
sign?
had the tuh. That's a tuh. How do you say good in Hebrew? How you doing? I'm
Tawab.
good job. There you have it.
Matawab.
Ma tawab.
You ain't gonna say it like him. He just sound like a mobster when he say stuff. He sound like, you know what I'm saying? With the papers. Go ahead, you got it.
This is Egypt.
Matazi ram. Matazayum.
Matazari.
What's the root word?
Matazarium.
What's the root word?
Tazar.
Yes. What's the prepositionary word?
Ma.
Matazarium. Matazarium, which is Hebrew. It's bondage. That's what that means. Slavery. Go ahead. 4 characters. Wa I shura. Wa I shar.
Shar.
It just take more practice. Let's get it.
A thun. A thun.
No. Remember. Boom, boom, connect. Single, single, connect. The, nah. The, nah.
The nah.
That's how you skate by with these majority four character words. Go ahead.
Nashath.
Good job. But if you're going to slow it down, you would say na-sha-ath. Nasha. Go ahead.
Bar.
Mm-hmm. What?
Wahum. Walahum.
Yes.
Zoran.
I'm sorry, what?
Slaki. Wama Zawam.
The one. You mean?
Slaki. Zawan.
Go ahead.
La a Bayawa.
No, man. No, priest. La'ab. That's that root word. La'ab. Yowa.
La'ab Yawa.
You come on. You got to know this. It's a 4-letter word. La, da. La, da.
La der Rock.
Yeah. So like,
I'm not about you want to keep. You want to have them out.
for the time's sake.
The water. Hold on. The water.
What up? We got lots of walk with us classes every Friday. Check us out all across the nation.
If you can't read the Hebrew, get in the Lashawan Kodash class, please. All right. Now, that's not only for you, it's for me, that's for everyone. Get in the Lashawan Kodash class. Right. These brothers teach a wonderful, excellent class. And you can save the Sabbath service by just doing that. All right. Let's make sure you study to show yourself approved. And once you know it, though, I promise you won't forget it. It's just like saying you forget how to read English. It just doesn't work like that. Once you got it, you got it. Stop me if I'm telling some falsehood. You got it, you got it. If you got it, I mean, now, if you have it, but don't all the way have it, then you have it, but you need to practice until you have it, have it. When you have it, you have it. Nothing else about it. You got it. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, verse 26, 24.
24.
24. Wayasalak. Akaiwa. Wayalakawa. Slake. Wayalakawa. Wayamar. Alaham. The Ragazawa. By the rock. It's 25. Waya Ilawa. Mamatazarian. Waya Baawa. Aratazak. Kanaim. Yaquab. It's 26. Wayagadwa. Lawa. Lamar. Iwad. Yawsa. Kaya. Wakaya. Hawa. Mashal. Pakal. Aratazak. Batazari. Wayapa. Labawa. Kaya. La'a. Ha'amayam. Laham. It's 27. Wayadabarwa. Ayawa. Call. The bargain. Yawasa. Ashar. The bar. Alham. Wayara. Haigalawa. Ashar. Salat. Yawasa. Lasa'at. Atwa. What Slakia. Wathakaya. Rawak. Yaikwa. Abiyaham. There's 28. Wayamar. Yashala. Rabat. Iwad. Yawasa. Banya. Khaya. Alaba. Wa'ara'anwa. Bat Slakia. Bataram. Amwa. It's the end of those 7 in the Hebrew.
All right.
Oh, next brother.
We don't need to read this in English, right?
Oh, yeah, I guess we might want to perform the Sabbath service. Third.
When do we stop there?
22.
All righty.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 45 and verse 22. To all of them he gave each man changes of raiment.
Stop. Wait, raiment. So you mean he also gave everybody new clothes? That's what you're telling me, Among
Kind.
So the Pharaoh told Joseph to give everybody new garments. Because raiment is like, what we got on right now. We got on raiment. He told them, give them new clothes too. Go ahead. And I'm like Donald Trump talking about y'all leave out of here, give them all Gucci. Gucci garments. Give everybody Gucci garments. Go ahead, man.
But to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of raiment.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. And to his father he sent after this manner 10 asses, laden laden with the good things of Egypt.
And he honored his brother's father. Go ahead.
And 10 she-asses laden with corn and bread and meat for his father by the way.
So he making their journey a lot lighter than it has to be. And when they pull up, they got to have on good clothes to get to this land where he want them to have everything at. Go ahead.
Verse 24. So he sent his brethren away, and they departed.
With all of that stuff now. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, see that ye fall not out by the way.
What does that mean? See that you fall not out by the way. What does that mean, y'all? See that you fall not out by the way. Go ahead.
And like wishing them, safe travels. Don't get distracted.
Go straight there. That's what that is. Go straight back to him. You got all this stuff. Just go straight back to your father. You know what I'm saying? And get back here. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And they went up out of Egypt and came into the land of Canaan unto Jacob their father. Verse 26. And told him, saying, Joseph is alive, and he is governor over all the land of Egypt. And Jacob's heart fainted, for he believed them not.
It's been 20 years.
20 years.
Verse
20. Go ahead.
Verse 27. And they told him all the words of Joseph, which he has said unto them. And when he saw the wagons which Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of Jacob their father revived.
So I mean, he's seeing his boy doing good. Seeing his boy is not just in charge, but he's got resources that he sent back. And like Adam was saying, for their trip on the way back too, he sent them with money, sent them with food, so that if they can stop and eat along the way, they ain't got to necessarily rush, even though he didn't want them to take all this money, go splurging or nothing like that. But to make it so that their traveling would be easier. You ain't got to worry about food. You got some money with you or somewhere to go down. But definitely giving honor to his father. You going?
Verse 20.
If I may add, he also wanted his father to see all the good things that he got from Egypt.
Right.
That way it could be believable. Because you see, Joseph's father did not believe that. They told him Joseph is governor. He's a governor in the land of Egypt. Man, Israel said, I don't believe that. Go ahead.
Verse 28. And Israel said, is it enough? Joseph, my son, is yet alive. I will go and see him before I die.
Little did he know he was going to die in the land of Egypt. That's the whole history of the land of Egypt, where Joseph buried his father in the land of Egypt and where pyramids first came from. Joseph is the one who introduced pyramids to Egypt. That's a fact. There was no pyramids in Egypt until Israel died in Egypt. And then they built him a sepulcher with a pyramid on top. And as a matter of fact, every last one of his brothers that had passed away was buried in a sepulcher with a pyramid on top, including Joseph. When Joseph died, his sepulcher had a golden pyramid on the top of it. And it was wonderful for the Egyptians to see. It was so glorious. He also had 12 pillars that represent every tribe, every one of his brothers, that set up his entire foundation on his whole estate. You can go look at it right now. Just check out the history. These devils have been to the land of Egypt and the land of Goshen, Avaris, and they've seen it. They know exactly where to find Joseph at. They found him, and they found him with the coat of many colors on, and with them 12 grave sites right there, and including Israel's grave site. So everybody talking about, oh, there's no evidence of Israelites being in Egypt. That's not true. Don't let them say that to you. The Egyptologists gonna say that all the damn time. Where the bones at? Right. Nobody found Genghis Khan's bones either, but Genghis Khan has a whole nation that was built after him. You understand? With that,
Mud. Might give him.
All right.
So calling up the next priest.
Yes. Excuse me, next priest. Let's get it. Present that registry. It's our registry first.
Zaquan, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Zaquan, Banya Howard, Banya Shala.
Y'all Bashim Yashar Barkathon.
Yahweh Bashim Yashar Barakatah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Can I give him a drink?
He'll be our last reader, essentially. So kind of
Give him a drink.
so long club. Should we use it?
Oh, my bad. It's a lot. I'll try to give him that. Put my whip to somebody else.
It's okay.
A married man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't tell me how much to call. I'm a priest. Don't touch it.
It's like try me. This a cult? Get the answer. Get the question.
Yes. Yes. This is the cult of the Israelites.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. The shop, you may be seated. Try me. Is this a cult? I got a question for you, try me. Is the Bible a cult? Because what you're seeing us do right now is in Leviticus. We're keeping the Sabbath holy. So if you read the Bible in Leviticus, it'll tell you how to keep the Sabbath holy. We're literally doing that to the T, to the letter. And also with the spirit of our King Yahushua, who you might know as Jesus Christ in the English tongue. We are absolutely keeping the Sabbath holy. Now, I have a question for you. If your church doesn't do what we're doing today on Saturday, are they in the cult?
Right.
Because my question is this. You can put this comment up there. Is that a cult? Put that comment up there. All right. Let's get that on up there. Is this a cult? This is the culture of the Israelites as seen in the Bible. Right here. West Indians, Latinos, and Native American and indigenous people on their father's side are the actual blood descendants of the Israelites of antiquity, of old.
That's right.
They are the blood descendants of a man named Jesus Christ, who was a black man. You can find that in the Bible that the prophets were black men. And in Acts chapter 13, verse 1, let's get it for this brother here or this sister here who has tried me. All right. Let's get that for this person here. What we're doing, the fact that you're tuning in today, and I hope you don't have a blunt in your mouth. The fact that you're tuning in today lets me know that if you're an Israelite, that the Lord wants you to see what the prophets look like today, because there's no guarantee what he might want for your future. He might either want you to sit up here with us, or he might want you to sit with the dust. Either one, but you might have to choose one. Go ahead and read that. Let's find out that the prophets were niggas.
Acts chapter 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch.
Antioch is a place in Rome. It was named after Antiochus, one of the chief generals of Alexander the Greek, or as you know, Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great, his name, he had Seleucid, Ptolemy, and all of them. Antiochus was built after, I think, Seleucid. Antiochus. Let's go.
Certain prophets and teachers,
because we were captive, or we were just like we are in America, displaced, thinking that because we're from Milwaukee, or we're from New York City, or we're from all of these different places that were named after certain people, that's where we were from. When we built schools there, we built churches there. The word church means a gathering of Israelites. Doesn't mean a gathering of different nations. There's no way that a church could be a gathering of white people or Asians or Africans or anything like that, because commonly a lot of people think that the Negroes in America are Africans just because they caught us in Africa and put us on slave ships and brought us to America. But on the contrary, we fled from Jerusalem in 70 AD. We can find that history for you too if you would like. All you got to do is type that into the chat if you would like to hear that history on how we fled out of the land of Israel, fleeing Roman persecution because we lost to them. They came to Jerusalem and then they besieged our holy city. And just so we wouldn't absolutely be eradicated, millions of us fled down into Africa and the interiors of Africa, and then eventually to the west coast of Africa after a millennia, which is why they say that we're Africans, but we're absolutely not Africans.
Right.
They got us from Africa, but we didn't. When we got on them slave ships, they didn't find us keeping an African culture. They found us speaking Hebrew, and then we also had Hebraic names, and you can find that in the Museum of Commerce in Washington, D.C. You can find those records, and it'll tell you exactly where we were. Now, with that being said, us teaching that we are the Israelites is absolutely substantiated by the Bible. Here's one verse. Let's read.
Certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas,
who was a popular prophet of God and a teacher of God. Go ahead.
and Simeon,
Who was one of the most renowned ones. Go ahead.
that was called Niger.
They was called what?
Niger.
Niger is a Latin word for black. They were called black. Why? Because they look black. I can give you so many different other color scriptures where they called Paul Egyptian. Everybody knows that back then the Egyptians were black.
Right.
Dark-skinned people, not black like you and I, but the Egyptians were dark-skinned people. Where is the New Jerusalem? The New Jerusalem right now, or scriptural? Because Jerusalem is wherever the bulk of the nation of Israel is. You understand? Wherever the bulk of the Israelites are. New Jerusalem should be right now in your mind. It should be how you live. You should be New Jerusalem spiritually. But New Jerusalem will be when our king comes back and where he establishes us to rule at. He don't even necessarily have to go back to the city of Jerusalem as you know it today. He can go find the best land ever and bring all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians there, and that will be New Jerusalem.
Right.
Jerusalem is wherever the people are. Remember that. New Jerusalem today, before we actually establish the kingdom of heaven, is in Harlem, New York. We call Jerusalem Harlem, New York is Jerusalem. You understand? That's where the Lord gave the truth to the seven heads in the Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge before anybody was ever teaching that Negroes and Latinos and Native Indians were the tribes of God, of Israel. That came out of the ISUPK on 1 West Street in Harlem, New York, 125th Street. The seven heads gave it to Commander General Yohana. They passed the school down to Commander General Yohana, and now here we go today under Commander General Yohana. And 55 years from now, Commander General Yohana is not the Commander General and our king is not back, it will be under another general. But it will be the Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge under one brother. You understand? So that's a little history for you. All right. Now let's get back into the Hebrew, because now you get to hear black men speak their native tongue, the same tongue that white people heard us speaking when they put us on them slave ships. That's what you get to hear now. You get to hear us teaching in Hebrew. Where are we reading from?
We are in Genesis chapter 46,
verse 1.
Okay.
All right, 46 and 1. Should be on page 99.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 46, verse 1 in the Hebrew. I'm a what?
Where you at?
Verse 1.
Ain't gonna read that.
Oh, okay. So like it. Will you sigh?
Mm-hmm.
Yasharala. Wakal. Ashar. Lawa. Will you ba'a? Ba'ara. Shabai. Will you zabak? Zabachayam. La'a lahaya. Abba yawa. What is Zakwar? No, it's like it. What is no, not well. What's yeah, what's like it? Yatza Kakwa. Tazakat. It's like it. Yatazak. Verse 2. Waya Amar. Alahayim. La Yasharala.
1 second. Bohemian DJ Q, yes, it is a cult in a way. Now, let me educate you real quick. The word cult, C-U-L-T, means culture. That's what that means.
That's right.
What you think you're saying is occult, which is O-C-C-U-L-T. This is not a cult. I know English is, sometimes hard for us to understand. So what you are saying is it's a cult, which is A space C-U-L-T. You understand? Now, what we're doing is that we're not doing O-C-C-U-L-T. And then he says there is no official confirmation on what language Jesus actually spoke, though. Is there not? Find me where in the Bible where Christ spoke to Paul when he first rose him up. Let's find out, because I don't think you know what you're talking about. If the Bible is official, then we'll find out what language Jesus Christ actually spoke.
That's right.
Because I know you think, because white people have taught you that they don't know what language Jesus Christ spoke. They do that because they know there's people who are very uneducated or miseducated. You understand? So let me educate you, Mr. No, there is not. Let's find out. If you get in your phone and you go, watch this. It's really easy. Let me show you something. He said the Bible is not an authority. You're an idiot. Because you wouldn't know who Jesus was if it wasn't for a Bible. So if the Bible, the scriptures say, believe on me as the scriptures have said. That's what Jesus Christ said out of his mouth. Let's find out what he says. Let me see. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Accept in line. Chapter 9, verse 5.
Is that it? When he spoke to Paul?
Okay. Yeah, his name is still Saul on this point.
Yeah.
Acts chapter 9, verse 5. And he said, "Who art thou, Lord?" And the Lord said, "I am Jesus, whom thou persecutest."
Now, this is what he said. This is Jesus. He said, I am who?
I am, it's like, whom thou persecutest.
What does he say his name was, though?
It's like, I am Jesus.
All right, hold on. You said we asked where?
Chapter 9 and 5.
You get there with you. I want this cat to get where he at. Acts 9 and 5. Where you at? One second.
Okay, it's like Acts chapter 26, where that just said when Yahushua spoke Hebrew.
Thank you. That's what I'm looking for.
My fault, Salakia.
No worry.
Chapter 6, verse 14.
Chapter 26.
26, verse 14.
All right, let's go there.
Acts chapter 26, verse 14.
Let's go to Acts chapter 26 and verse 14. He said that in English translation. Where is it? Where is what he said in its original text? What are you talking about? Is this guy okay? I don't know if you know what you're talking about, young man, but you're reading the New Testament in English because all you know how to speak is English. If you knew the history on the King James, it was transliterated from Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Do you understand? So, but you can't speak Greek, and you absolutely can't speak Hebrew. So King James was wise enough to put it in English, seeing that when he was alive, the transatlantic slave trade was happening by white English people. You understand? That he was fighting against because King James was a black man. They called Jesus rabbi in the Bible. Oh my God. All right, let's read.
Acts chapter 26, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue.
In what tongue?
The Hebrew tongue.
The English tongue.
The Hebrew tongue.
Which means that you can find this in Hebrew. In the New Testament, when Christ gave up his spirit to the Lord, he spoke what language? Greek?
The Hebrew tongue.
Oh, okay. Because he said, Eli, Eli. He was talking to the Lord. He was speaking in something that wasn't English and it wasn't Greek. So what are you talking about? Read. It said what?
And saying in the Hebrew tongue,
go ahead.
Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me?
Go ahead.
It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
That's like kicking against spikes, which is what you're doing right now. I know your feet hurt. Stop kicking. Read.
Verse 15. And I said, who art thou, Lord?
And Saul said, who art thou, my Lord? And go ahead.
And he said, I am Jesus.
I'm who?
Jesus.
I'm who?
Jesus.
Who spoke in what tongue?
The Hebrew tongue.
Young man, watch your mouth. You understand? We don't just look like this. We cook like this too.
That's right.
Watch your mouth. When it comes to the Bible, we're the authority in it.
That's right.
You understand? Now shut your mouth and enjoy the Sabbath service because you're being disruptive.
That's right.
And enjoy the Hebrew tongue. And if you would like to learn the Hebrew tongue, you can learn that when, Among Bar?
Every Friday night. Every Friday night. It's about 7 p.m. ISUPK.com across the board. Milwaukee, Minnesota, New York, Texas, Bahamas, Canada.
And since you have just been taught by the rabbis of the nation of Israel or the priest of the nation of Israel, what you should do is go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe and send a donation into the men of God.
That's right.
Who just taught you today.
That's right.
Read on. Let's get back to the Sabbath service.
We had Genesis chapter 46 in the middle of verse 2.
Please continue.
Bamar Ath. Loyola It's like it. Loyallah. Waya Amar. Ya Aikwa. Ya Aikwa. Waya Amar. Hananya. Verse 3. Waya Amar. Anakya. Sorry. Ha'al. Oh, sorry. A lawyer. Slagi. Abayan. Abiyak. Slagi. All. Thayara. Slagi. Marada. Matazarayam. Slagi. Matazarayam. Matazarian. Slagi. Matazariam. Zaryama. Slagi. Matazaryama. Kaya. La Gayawa. Slagi. La Gawaya. Got a wall. It's like Ash Ash Yamak Shum.
It's like, if I may,
Please.
if you could highlight the second to last comment there. All right, we're not saying that rabbi is the Hebrew tongue, but you chose to use the word rabbi. He was just throwing that back your way. Nobody's saying that rabbi is Hebrew. We know that that's
Greek,
kind of Greek, but more predominantly like amongst like Yiddish. But like, yeah, there ain't nobody making that argument. So again, you don't know what you're talking about with this. So you can skip back to ours. Select yourself.
Go ahead, you got it.
Verse 4. It's like Anakia. Arad. Amak. It's like Imaka. Matazar Yamath. No, Matazar Yama. It's like Wa'an Kaya. It's like Wa'an Kaya.
If I may,
Like,
let me just go ahead and cut him real quick. Rabab is in the Hebrew, which is where they got it from. It means chief or captain. It means excellency. It's like a term of endearment. You understand? They call Jesus rabbi in the Bible, but they called him rabbi in the Bible. These were people who are Israelites, whose understanding comes from Israel.
that's right.
These are Israelite people, Hebraic people. So even though you think that they only speak Greek, in Jerusalem they spoke Hebrew. You understand? Christ wasn't born in Greece. Christ was born in Israel. He was born in Nazareth. He spoke Hebrew, and the people that were speaking to him are speaking Hebrew. Rab or Rabab is where you get the whole Greek rabbi from. So if you don't know the etymology of the words, you should just be quiet, young brother. You understand? This is the problem with people who think that they are teachers. The problem is you just are not a teacher.
That's right.
You understand? So Rabab is a term of endearment, or like how people say your excellency, or your honor, or a chief, or a cap. It's a term of endearment in Hebrew, which is why they even called him rabbi, and why they was having them call them rabbis in the back in the day. They was calling them that. It was honestly like a play on words, really. So, if you don't really understand that, then, there's nothing I can teach you. Just come into the Israelite School UPK or don't. Go. There's a place where you can go get a nice purple garment from.
Right.
You might want to go there. They got a lot of AIDS flowing around in there. They got a lot of herpes flowing around in there. They got a lot of nastiness flowing around, and they got bitches that you would love to have sex with in there.
That's right.
And here, you're gonna have to earn something. And right now, you should earn your right to shut your fucking mouth while we're doing the Sabbath service. Don't highlight no more of his comments out. You want to find out what's going on, then just get into the school. Shalom. He'll be ignored from here on out. All right.
Come.
So what? I appreciate
Go
ahead.
Shalaki. Shalaki. I'll cook. Gum. I love. Well, yeah, Shalaki. Well, yeah, what's up? Yoshayath. Yadadwa. I'll. Ayah Nayak. Verse 5. Wayaquam. Yaiquab. Maba'ar. Shabai. Wayashawa. Banya. Yasha'ala. Ath. Yaiquab. Abaraham. Abar Yaham. Oh, it's like Wa'ath. Tapam. Wa'ath. Nasha Yaham. Ba'ai Galawath. Ashar. Shalak. Para'aya. Yasha'at. Lasha'ath. Athwa. Verse 6. Waya Kwak Kawa. Waya Kakua. Ath. Makwan Ya'am. Wa'ath. Raka Washam. Ashar. Wakashawa. Ba'arataza. Kanai. Waya Ba'awa. Matazar Yama. Yaikwa. Wakal. Zaraiwa. Zarawai. It's like, no. Zarawai. Zaraiwa. Athwa. Verse 7. Bana Yawa. Wabanya. Bani Yawa, Athwa, Banath, Banath Yawa, Wabanwa, it's like Wabanwa, Bani Yawa, Wakal, Zarawiah, Zaraiwa, Habiyah, Athwa, Matazar Yama.
Keep flowing.
This is
You wanna take it? You want me to take it? You ain't gotta read them all by yourself.
I'm reading English.
Oh yeah, sorry, 7 each. Let's go.
This is Genesis chapter 46, verse 1. And Israel took his journey with all that he had and came to Beersheba and offered sacrifices unto the God of his father Isaac. Verse 2, and God spake unto Israel in the visions of the night and said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, here I am. Verse 3, and he said, I am God, the God of thy father. Fear not to go down into Egypt, for I will there make thee a great nation.
That's exactly what he did in Egypt. Made us a great nation there. And the reason why is because we also worship the Lord in Egypt until we got into captivity in Egypt. And then we began to want to worship what Egypt worships. Go ahead.
Verse 4, I will go down with thee into Egypt, and I will also surely bring thee up again. And Joseph shall put his hand upon thy eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5, and Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father.
They did what?
Carried Jacob their father.
What does that mean? Carried Jacob their father. What does that mean? Who knows? Go ahead.
So like, sir, is this when Jacob passed?
No,
not Jacob passed, but this is when sir,
says they carried him.
Israel carried Jacob their father. Meaning took care of him.
In what way? Did they make Jacob walk all the way to Egypt? Did they carry him on their back?
Not on their back, but sluggy. He probably carried on a chariot or something.
There you have it. They made sure he rode down there in style. You understand? They show reverence to that father. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Canunya.
Sloppy. I was just about to say, is it like that movie 300 was the thing that Xerxes was on?
No, they wouldn't. No. Go ahead.
So and just to kind of elaborate on that point too, because it said Israel carried Jacob their father and the little ones and their wives in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry.
There you have it.
So using that whole method of transportation to transport.
There you have it. They had transportation. Remember what we read, that Pharaoh sent wagons and all of that up there with him.
Go ahead, if I may, and just I don't want to say like in the poetic kind of description, but like carried, they were carried with wagons the same way that you can see brothers creeping with a low ride.
There you have it. It's just spiritual talk. You know how we talk, like Negroids. You know what I'm saying? We just speak like that with flavor and sauce and spirit. That's just how we talk. It's the same in the Bible. It's the same, especially when you understand the Hebrew language. You understand? And that's just that. Now, remember, Pharaoh sent all of the oxen, or all of the cattle that needed to pull these wagons up there with them. So all they had to do was put them in the car and take them back. That's all. Go ahead.
Can you read?
Please.
Verse 5. And Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father, and their little ones, and their wives, in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. Verse 6. And they took their cattle and their goods, which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt, Jacob and all his seed with him.
You have it. Go ahead.
Verse 7. His sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and all his seed brought he with them into Egypt.
Now here's the deal. Now, we've been saying, hey, yo, my seed, my seed. Now, here's how you know Christ. I'm sorry, I just had to piggyback on this. The scripture said that Christ is the seed of David. Right. You understand? The only way it's talking about that Israel brought all his seed with him, and then explained what his seed was. The only way to be the seed of Israel is to be his sons and his daughters and their sons. You're the seed of Israel. It's the same thing. Go ahead.
Going back into the Hebrew, Genesis chapter 46, verse 8.
Where we at? 8?
Come.
Can I give it a shot?
Come.
See if I still got it here. Verse 8. Wa'Allah, Shemawath, Banya, Yasha'Allah, Ha'abayam, Matazar Yama, Yaikwa, Laban Yawa, Bakar, Yaikwa, Ra'ai Bun. First, what am I skipping over something?
Sounded like it. Ra'awal Bun.
Ra'awal Bun, Salakia. Verse 9. Wabunya, Ra'awal Bun. Kanawak. Wapa wa'a. Wakatazar 1. Wakaramya. Verse 10. Wabunya. Shammai 1. We at Yama wa'al. Wa yum ya 1. Wa yum yun. Wa amar. Wa ahar. Wa ha'ad. Waya kayan. What's a car? What is a car? Washa a wall. Bun. Habanai Nayas. Hakanai Nawath. Nayath. Verse 11. Wabunya. Lawaya. Garash 1. Kohath. Wamara. Wa Maraya. Verse 12. Wabunya. Yahawada. Ire. Let me put my hand like this so I'm tripping. One, excuse me, none. Washala. Wa paratata. Was a rock. Wa yamath. Ire. Wa ath. Excuse me. Wa not. Wa athdan. Wa ath. Excuse me. Wa ath. Excuse me. Wa none. That's a funny word. Baratata. Tanaim. Wayahaya, excuse me, Wayahaya wa. Bunya. Parataza. Katazar one. Wakama, excuse me, Wakam wa all. Wakam wall. 13. Wabunya. Yashakar. Tawalai. Wapawa. Wayawab. Washamarwan. 14. Wabunya. Zabalwan. Sarad. Wa all one. Excuse me, why you call Allah.
That's the end of those 7.
That's it.
Okay. Back into the English.
This is Genesis chapter 46, verse 8. And these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt: Jacob and his sons, Reuben, Jacob's firstborn. Verse 9. And the sons of Reuben, Hanak, and Phalu, and Hezron, and Carmi. Verse 10. And the sons of Simeon, Jemuel, and Jamin, and Ohad, and Jachin, and Zohar, and Shaul, the son of a Canaanitish woman. Verse 11. And the sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Verse 12. And the sons of Judah, and Onan, and Shelah, and Pharez, and Zerah, and and Onan, but and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Pharez were Hezron and Hamul. Verse 13. And the sons of Issachar, Tola, and Fuva, and Job, and Shimron. Verse 14. And the sons of Zebulun, Sered, and Elon, and Jalil.
You mean like Elon Musk? Go ahead. I think we are 15 and that's it, right?
Going back into the Hebrew, actually.
All right, go ahead. You got it.
Genesis chapter 46, verse 15. Allah, Banya, La'a, Ashar, Yalada, Laikwa, Baparan, Aram, Wa'a, Diana, Batwa, Kal, Napash, Banyua, Wabanawathiwa, Shalashim, Washalash,
Verse 16. Wabanya, God. Tazapai one. Wakagaya. It's like it. Wakagaya. Shawanya. Wa'atazaban. Arya. Wa'arawadia. Wa'aradia. Verse 17. Wabanya. Shah. Yamana. Wayashua. Wayashawaya. Wabaryai. It's like Wabaryai. Wasarak. Aftathum. Wabanya. Baryai. It's like it. Kabar. Wamalak Ya'al. Verse 18. Allah. Banya. Zalpa. Ashar. Nathan. Laban. Lala'ah. Bathwa. Wathalah. Allah. Laikwa. Shasha. Aishara. Napash. Verse 19. Banya. Rakal. Ashath. Yaikwa. Yawasat. Wabanyaman. Verse 20. Wayawala. Laikwa. Barataza. Batazarian. Ashar. Yalada. Lawa. Asana. Ba. Pawatia. Parai. Kahan. An. Ath. Mansha. Wa'ath. Aparian. Verse 21. Wabanya. Slaki. Wabanya. Banyaman. Balai. Balai. Wabakar. Washabal. Bara. Unaiman. Akaya. Waraash. Mapiyam. Wakapayam. Wa'arad. It's the end of those 7 in Hebrew. Going back into the English. Genesis chapter 46,
Verse
15 through 20.
This is Genesis chapter 46, verse 15. These be the sons of Leah, which she bare unto Jacob and Padan Aram, with his daughter Dinah. All the souls of his sons and his daughters were 33. Verse 16. And the sons of Gad, Zephonian, and Haggai, and Shunai, and Esbon, Eri, and Erodai, and Eroli. Verse 17. And the sons of Asher, Jimnah, Ishua, and Isui, and Beriah, and Sarah, their sister, and the sons of Beriah, Heber, and Melchiel. Verse 18. These are the sons of Zilpah, whom Laban gave to Leah his daughter. And these she bare unto Jacob, even 16 souls. Verse 19. The sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, Joseph and Benjamin. Verse 20. And unto Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, which Asenath, the daughter of Potipharah, priest of On, bare unto him. Verse 21. And the sons of Benjamin were Bela and Becher and Ashbel, Gera, and Naaman. I believe that's how you say it. Yeah. Ei, and Rosh, and Muppim, and Huppim, and Ard.
All right, that's the 22 in the Hebrew.
I'll take it.
Go ahead, you got it.
Okay.
Genesis chapter 46, verse 22. Allah, Banya, Rakal, Ashar, Yalad, Layaikwa, Kal, Napash, Arabai, Aishar, verse 23. Wabanya, it's like Wabanya, Dan, Hashayam, verse 24. It's like it. Hashayam, verse 24. Wabanya, Naphtaliah, Yechatazal, Wagawanya, Wayatazar, Washalam, verse 26. Allah, Banya, Balaha, Ashar, Nathan, Laban, Larakal, Bathwa, Rathalah, it's like your Wathalah, Allah, Laikwa, Kal, Napash, Shabbai, verse 26. Kal, Hanapash, Habaa, Laikwa, Batazayama, Yatazaya, Rakawa, Malabad, Nashia, Banya, Yaikwa, Kal, Napash, Shashayam, Washash, verse 27. Wabanya, Yawsha, Ashar, Yalad, Lawa, Bamatazarian, Napash, Shaniam, Kal, Hanapash, Labiyath, Yaikwa, Habaa, Matazayama, Shabayim, verse 28. Verse 28. Wa'ath, Yahawada, Shalak, Lepanyawa, Al, Yawasha, Lahawarath, Lepanyawa, Gashana, Wa'aba'awa, Slack Wa'yaba'awa, Arataza, Gashan. That's the end of those 7 in Hebrew.
This is
1 second. Go ahead, you can go.
This is Genesis chapter 46, verse 22. These are the sons of Rachel, which were born to Jacob. All the souls were 14. Verse 23. And the sons of Dan, Hisham. Verse 24. And the sons of Naphtali, Jaziel, and Gunai, and Jezer, and Shalem. Verse 25. These are the sons of Bilhah, which Laban gave unto Rachel, his daughter. And she bare these unto Jacob. All the souls were 7. Verse 26. All the souls which came with Jacob into Egypt, which came out of his loins, besides Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were 66. Verse 27. And the sons of Joseph, which were born him in Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob, which came into Egypt, were 70. Verse 28. And he sent Judah before him unto Joseph. to direct his face unto Goshen. And they came into the land of Goshen.
It's the end of those 7 in the Hebrew. Back into the English. Genesis chapter 46, verse 29. Well, y'all saw
So like 45, 45, verse 20. I think it's
46. Yeah, 46.
46.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, 46. Sorry. I'm tripping.
Genesis chapter 46, verse 29. Well, y'all saw, y'all was shot. Marakabathwa. Wayai. Aquara. Yashala. Abyawa. Yashana. Wayara. Ayawa. Wayapa. Ayah. Ayah Tazawa Ayawa. Wayabaka. Ayah Tazawa Ayawa. Aywa. Verse 30. Wayama. Yashala. Al Yawasa. Amawata. Papai. Akarya. Rawathya. Ah. Panyaka. Kaya. Iwada. Kaya. Verse 31. Wayama. Yawasa. All. Akiwa. Wa all. Baya. Abiya. It's like Abiwa. Ayla. Wagayara. La Parai. Wa Mara. Ayawa. Kaya. Wabaya. Abiya. Shaw. Barataza Kanaim. Bawa. Aya. Verse 32. Wahanashim. Raya. Slaki. Raya. Tazaan. Kaya. Anashya. Makuna. Haywa. Watazanam. Wabakwaram. Salak. Yeah. Wabakwaram. Wakar. Ashar. Laham. Abyawa. Verse 33. Wahat. Slaki. Wahaya. Kaya. Yakwara. Lakam. Parai. Parai. Wa'amar. Maha. Ma'ishayakam. Verse 34. Wa'amar Slaki. Wa'amar Tham. Anashia. Makuna. Haywa. Abadika. Mawa Iwar Young Mawa Iwar shit slap.
It's all right. Take your time.
I just want to get it in one shot too. Mana Iwar Yanwa. Iwar. Yatha. It's like I thought. Gam Anakanwa. Gam Abatyanwa. Baibawa. Tashaba. It's like the Shapwa. Barataza. Gashan.
Kaya, the wide bath, Batazari, Call, Ra'ai, Tazan. Genesis chapter 47, verse 1.
Well, before we get there, let me defend the truth real quick. Put that comment up there real quick. He thought he was gonna get a comment in and then leave. Now let me go ahead and defend this. It says, do y'all homework on Aramaic. Do y'all homework. Do y'all homework. Do y'all homework. Funny as hell. Hey, FYBJ Maine influenced a lot of people. Do y'all homework on the ISUPK been doing this for longer. You've been alive. That's right. Do your homework on the fact that we know what the fuck we're talking about.
That's right.
And when I said fuck, that was French.
That's right.
You understand? Now do that language. Now, do you say do your homework on Aramaic because it's factual that it is one of the languages, Hebrew Bible. First, I want you to get English down, Pat,
Right.
because that wasn't even a
Right.
correct sentence.
Right.
What I'm going to assume you said is that it's factual that it is one of the languages in the Hebrew Bible, because it's absolutely not one of the languages that the Hebrew Bible was written in, because it's called the Hebrew Bible,
Right.
not the Aramaic / Hebrew Bible. Let me give you some etymology on where you can come from. Hebrew and Aramaic are similar languages. That's a fact. The Hebrew comes from a man named Ibar, who came from Shem. So the language that Shem spoke, he got from his father, Noah. And Noah got it from Adam. And all of the men in between him, like Methuselah, Enoch, Lamech, all of them people before him, Adam spoke Hebrew. You understand? Ibar spoke it just like Shem spoke it. But Ibar and Aram were brothers. One of them went this way, the other one went that way. Well, Ibar spoke it like Shem did, and Aram spoke it how he spoke it. Ibar is actually Hebrew for Hebrew. Get it? How do you say Ibar in Hebrew? I mean, how do you say Hebrew in Hebrew? It's Ibar, right? How do you say Aramaic or Aram is where that language Aramaic comes from? You understand? Now, Aramaic is not what wrote the Bible. You won't see the language of Aramaic being the Bible's language. It's called the Hebrew Bible for a reason. You understand? Now, the language Hebrew is only called Hebrew because there was men who made it famous. The man Ibar made it famous. Aramaic is the reason why Aram is the reason why Aramaic is famous. Now, they are very close in language. They're written the same as both Phoenician languages, different dialects. Now, our people spoke it how Ibar spoke it. So Abraham would have spoke it like Ibar spoke it, or Eber in the English, right? Now, let me show you something that, because I know you think you know what you're talking about. There's a tenured college professor from Yale, a prestigious school that has a lot of money to pay their professors to go places and study things. Well, this person went and studied the Hebrew language from the Bible. Let me read something real quick for you. This is called, if you wanted to go get it, I'd hope you go get it. But this book right here, right? Go get it. Read some books. All right? This book is called Biblical Hebrew. Not Biblical Aramaic.
Right.
Biblical Hebrew. A text and workbook, right? It's by Bonnie Pedrati Kittle, Vicky Hoffer, and Rebecca Apps Wright. Let's read about them for a second. This comes from the Yale University Press, New Haven, and London. It was written in the 80s. And we already knew the Hebrew language before the 80s.
Right.
The Israelite School of UPK has been teaching the Lashawan Kodash, or the holy tongue of the nation of Israel, aka Hebrew, since 1969. This book was written and copywritten in 1989. So we already had it right. So here's what Yale said, right? First of all, it says this book is an outgrowth of the elementary biblical Hebrew course taught by Professor Bonnie Kittle during her tenure at the Yale Divinity School. So these aren't just regular people. These people are your top scholars commissioned by universities to find out what's going on with these languages, right? Now I'm going to go to page 3. Page 3, right? Page 3 says this: the text of the Hebrew Bible we use today reflects this, and I'm quoting this, all right? I actually studied. Captain DeBarmouth studies, and I highlighted that, all right? Let me show you something. I don't think you know what you're talking about. The text of the Hebrew Bible we use today reflects several periods of development. Now, the Hebrew language went through several periods of development. After the original Hebrew, other dialects and different forms of writing it came about in different times and segments of history, right? It says originally means this is how it first was done. Originally, only the consonants were used. Now, young man, only a consonant means that the old Hebrew language did not use vowels. A-E-I-O-U sounds. You understand? The only vowel sounds that are found in ancient Hebrew are from the character I. That's it. Everything else sounds like ba and tazah and sa. You understand? That's facts. Yale figured this out in 1989. The Israelites figured this out in 1969.
Right.
You understand? Now, you said all these languages are related, which is true in a sense. Though they differ in accent. Now, not all of these languages are related. Hebrew and Aramaic are related. And they differ in accent and certain characters. Now, hold on. Let me tell you about the Aramaic language. Because I know I look like some nigga from the ghetto that never had any education outside the Israelite school of UPK. But that's not true. I went to a prestigious university as well. It's called the University of Oregon. You know, the Ducks. You know, they playing pretty well right now in football. I went there for history and sociology, and language was a part of that, right? Not only that, I had roommates. I had a roommate that was an African or a Hamite, so to speak. And this Hamite had friends, and those Hamites absolutely spoke Aramaic. At the same time, I'm in the Israelite school of UPK, although I'm in a college or university. So I speak Hebrew. I would actually be at parties with these cats, and they would speak their language, Aramaic, and it sounded like Arabic. But when I spoke Hebrew, they were like, what the hell? That sounds like the father language. This is what they said to me. That sounds like the father language. So what do you mean the father language? They said the language that only our elders were able to mimic. That they said the Bible was written out of, which was Hebrew. Now, I knew cats from Africa who spoke Aramaic. You're a nigga from America who think you know about Aramaic. I know what I'm talking about. Now, I did a quick little Google search on because I know they have vowel sounds just like the Arabic language. They all have vowel sounds, but ancient Hebrew only uses consonant sounds, which is the It sounds like this. Shema Yasha Allah Yahweh Allah Yahweh Echad. That's how ancient Hebrew sounds. The way they speak it have Shemai, Adonai, Baranai, all of that. That's how they speak it. That's how they speak it. It sounds closer to that. Now, the vowels are in Aramaic when you hear it. You understand? It's the E sound, the hard E sounds, and the hard U sounds. That's not ancient, because in the ancient times, Aramaic did not have, you understand, the E sounds and the U sounds. So the Aramaic that you heard is a modern version of Aramaic. It's not even ancient Aramaic. So there you are, a history in history. I went to school and my major was history. You understand? I don't need some cat that watches YouTube videos in YouTube University to try to tell me something that I learned in actual courses and got great grades in. Very great grades. And as a matter of fact, my instructors looked at me and told me, absolutely, we teach accepted history, not accurate history. I walked into my damn my language class, my history language class, and they had a big life-size representation or depiction of the stele, the Misha Stele, or whatever. It's what you call the Moabite stone. It's written in ancient Hebrew. And when I walked up to it, while all the other kids in the class, or all the other students was in the class, I'm sorry, kids, I still call them kids. While all the other cats was in the class, different races and everything, I walked up to that stone and I read it in ancient Hebrew. I read it. Everybody stood around me as I'm reading it. And when the instructor came in, they was like, what is this commotion? What's going on? And they walked up to me as I'm reading ancient Hebrew on the Moabite stone. And they asked me, how in the hell can I read this? And I'm a student in their class and they can't even read it. They have to go and get it transliterated. And here I am reading it. The way I could read it is because of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge taught me how to read ancient Hebrew.
That's right.
The Lashuan Kodash. And I read it. And they challenged me. They said, well, let me pick a segment out of here. I want you to read it, and then I want you to tell me what it says. Well, they picked the spot. I read it, and it took me 2-3 minutes to transliterate it into what it said. They took what I took. They took what I said, and they went, and it took them a week to find out that what I read is exactly what that meant. They came back, and they said, you got an A in this course, whether you come to class or not. So don't sit here and tell me, bro, about no languages. You don't have a clue about what the fuck you talking about. That's French. Let's go.
All right, we have Genesis chapter 46.
47 verse 1. This is the last one.
47 verse 1.
I don't think you read the last part. You read the all right. Yes, this is the last verse. Okay.
Go ahead.
It's like in Genesis chapter 47, verse 1. This is the last verse to close out the Sabbath service. Wa Yabah, Yawasa, Wa Yaga, La Parai, it's like it. Wa Yamar, Abiyah, Wa Achiyah, Wa Tazanam, Wa Bakwaram, Wa Kal, Asar, Laham, Bawa, Ma'arataza, Kana'ain, Wahanam, Ba'arataza, Gashan.
That'd be the last verse.
That's it.
In the Hebrew, going back into the English.
Let's have a little bit more fun. He said that Hebrew wasn't always a language. Hebrew meant one from across the river. And lie. What the fuck is he talking about? And then he says Aramaic they speak is not the original Aramaic of it though. The facts. Ain't that what I said? I said the cats in college were speaking Aramaic. It was modern Aramaic, and they told me that people in their hometown in Africa, their elders spoke the regular Aramaic or the father Aramaic, and it had no vowels in it. What do you say? You agree with me then? Yes, I agree with you then. That Aramaic and Hebrew are cousin languages. They're brother languages. I agree. What do you say after that?
It's like, if I could,
Please.
real quick on that point, you jumped in on our Sabbath service while we were reading the Hebrew as if you knew what our history and our background was to begin with. And now that Captain was bringing out this information that lines up with the knowledge you had too, all of a sudden we supposed to agree with you? Like that's not how that worked. We just happen to have a similar background in history knowledge. So we agree with each other, but you didn't come in here teaching us anything.
As a matter of fact, let's read the rest of his comments. They Aramaic you hear is not original Aramaic. Again, I said that. He said, I don't have to go to Yale to learn this, though. I know you got to go to Israelite School of UPK to learn this, though. Because before the Israelite School of UPK, nobody ever knew anything about this. They did not know, even the people from Yale had no clue. Don't you know that we used to battle tenured college professors. That's how they learned it, because the ISUPK used to debate them from Yale and for Harvard and from all these white prestigious schools. We used to debate them. You understand? Listen, I don't care what you say. I know you didn't go to the ISUPK, but because the ISUPK put this out in the earth is the reason that you are privy to the histories that we opened up. Other than that, you would have never known. And that's a fact. You understand? Nobody ever spoke the languages that Jesus Christ spoke, that Moses spoke, until the Israelite School of UPK resurrected this language because of the power of the Most High Yahweh of Israel. That's it. Now, that's the point. Now, here's the deal. Yes, Aramaic and Hebrew are the same kind of family language, but the language that Jesus Christ spoke was Hebrew, and we read it out of the Bible. Christ spoke to Saul in Hebrew. What are we even talking about? Christ was born in Jerusalem, and in Jerusalem they spoke Hebrew, not Aramaic. White people say Aramaic because they don't want you to know the facts about the real Israelites. The real Israelites are a Hebraic people, not an Aramaic people.
Right.
They spoke Hebrew in the land of Jerusalem in Christ's time in Nazareth. They spoke Hebrew, my man.
That's right.
And then in order for them to go out and go and teach in other spots like in Greece and in Rome, those cats they didn't speak Hebrew. They spoke Greek, and they spoke many other languages as well, as you could read in Acts chapter 2. They spoke many other languages, and we had to learn those languages to speak to them.
Right.
You understand? So when the brothers went out and spoke in Corinth and in Ephesus and in Rome and in Sicily and all of those other places, they had to go and learn those languages to go and teach to these people. Put practicality on the Bible, my man. The fact of the matter is this. He said, I heard you say Yale. That's why I said Yale, sir.
Open up the book.
Yes, listen to me. I said Yale because I showed you a book that was written in 1989 by tenured professors from Yale who actually deduced that the Hebrew that the Israelite School of UPK speaks, this is the whole reason why they did this study, is because the Israelites were on the scene speaking a Hebrew that they never heard before. Right. And these are Yiddish women who went to Yale, and then they went and done studies, my man, and they found out that the Hebrew language that the Israelite School of UPK is speaking was a dead language, and it was exactly what Jesus Christ was speaking. It's exactly what the original Hebrews were speaking. That's what I'm trying to help you understand, young man. You understand? So what I'm saying to you is, if you are a person that identifies with being an Israelite, then you absolutely should not lean towards Aramaic. You should lean towards Hebraic, because the Israelites are a people who spoke Hebrew. And that's the whole point. So when you're hearing us speak today is ancient Hebrew language. It's the ancient tongue of the Israelites. The Aramaic doesn't sound like this today. And the Arabic doesn't sound like this today.
Right.
This stands alone.
Mm-hmm.
It stands alone. And while all we're doing is inviting you, is if you are an Israelite, to go to one of our schools on a Friday and learn the language. It sounds like you got a love for the languages. Then just go to the classes and learn the languages. But here's what I will tell you. Like Christ did say in Hebrew, that was transliterated into Greek and then transliterated into Latin and into English. What he did say in Hebrew is that you can't put new wine into old vessels. Young man, you're going to have to pour that shit out and throw that bottle away and get a new bottle to be able to speak the actual truth, to contain the truth. That's the point. Duh, Jesus was a Jew. Of course. What are you talking about? And did I not just give him the distinction between us being Israelites who spoke Hebrew?
That's right.
Israelites called each other Hebrew. We do it today. Hey, Hebrew, what's going on? But of course, we're Israelites from the tribe of Judah, young man. Come on now. What you on? Like, let me ask you an actual question. Do you smoke weed?
What's 9 plus 1?
That's a real question.
Right.
Like, I'm really asking them.
Oh, Mary was a
Do
virgin.
you smoke weed?
There we go. We know where he's at.
Mary was Mary a virgin? This nigga tripping.
Oh, no, my
Oh, that's a new person? Who's that?
Bucks Brown.
Bucks Brown. Y'all want to entertain Bucks Brown for a little
Bucks
bit?
Brown. Salon Bucks, where you at, man?
Bucks, where you from? Bucks, where you from, man? I read your comment, young man. Bohemian DJ Q, I read your comments, man.
The Jew wasn't speaking Hebrew originally. Jews weren't speaking Hebrew.
Jews was absolutely speaking Hebrew. It's all right. It's cool. Maybe one day he need to call in. I don't know. Oh, Buck Brown, he from DC. Hey, big up to DC, man. Right now there's a Sabbath service that just ended in DC, man. You definitely would have been invited up there if you're an Israelite. But your question was Mary a virgin? What is a virgin to you? Break that down for me. What do you think a virgin is? Hey, Kananya, can I get one of them ginger ales, please, Bubba Gashaw? Take this.
I think he mean Jewish. That's why I think he's saying that.
He's been having a struggling time, man.
It's all right. Maybe come to the Passover, young brother. It's gonna be in Atlanta, and come and have a conversation with Captain DeBar face to face. We can talk about the linguistics. All right.
April 12th, Atlanta, Georgia.
You are cordially invited if you have the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Right.
You are cordially invited. Just come holler at me, man. Captain DeBar, ask for me. We can sit down, have a drink, sip on something, and we can talk about the languages if that's what you want to talk about. I'm fine with that.
Someone had made 6.
No, Mary was not a woman that okay. Mary was okay. So the word virgin today means someone that never had sex. All right. In Hebrew, because we're Hebraic people, that word means a young woman of marriageable age, whether she had sex or not. You understand? That's what that meant. So, but for Mary, though, she was a woman who, when she first had sex with Joseph, she became pregnant with his child. Mary wasn't a woman who never had sex before, but was pregnant because she never had sex. That's not how life works. All right. The only way women get pregnant is if you put that seed in her. Joseph put that seed in her by insemination from his own rod. He gave her holy rod. That's about as PG as I can get for you. They did something called knocking the boots. You ever heard that song from H-Town? They did that. They did that before they had the wedding ceremony. And that's what it means before they came together, she was found with child. Before they came together means that before they came together in the ceremony or the wedding, it was customary for the Israelites to have the wedding, and then on the wedding night, then they would go into the chambers and then have sex. You understand? Well, Mary and Joseph didn't wait, just like you didn't wait. Which is further proof that you a nigga.
Right.
Because you niggas don't ever wait. You catch you at the club and that's it. What was the question? Was the child Jesus Christ? Absolutely. 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 Jesus Christ was the oldest. He was the oldest brother that Joseph and Mary had. He was the oldest sibling. Just asking because I heard something different. Brother, I grew up hearing something different my whole life.
Right.
I heard it from the Christian church.
Right.
That's right.
And they said that Mary was a woman that never had sex, but she was found with child of a spirit. It just sounds like the exorcist of Emily Rose.
Right.
You understand? Emily Rose was sitting on that bed having sex with a demon, a spirit that you can't see. That's what they believe happened to Mary. In reality, Mary got backshot. Somebody was knocking that thing off the map, and actually it was the king of Israel at that time that was knocking that thing off the map. You understand? Because Joseph was the king of Israel. The legitimate king of Israel was Joseph. Jesus' father was a legitimate king of Israel. That's a fact. Yeah, he hit that thing. He smoked them cheeks.
That's right.
You understand? He smoked them joints so much so that, she got pregnant. And he did it before, you know what I'm saying? Before they came together at the marriage. Before they came together at the wedding. And because of that, he was ashamed. He was ashamed because it was not customary. Yes, there's scripture to back that up. Absolutely scripture to back that up. It go to before they came together. She was found with child before they came together. And then after this, we're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna throw these prayers up for the Sabbath service. Hey, Bucks Brown, you in DC, are you familiar with Cross the Line Radio? It seemed like damn near we've had to do this, like cross the line, ain't it? Let me ask you a question, Bucks. If we decided to run our show like Cross the Line Radio and allowed y'all to come into the screen and have a biblical dialogue with us, is that what y'all would like for us to do in the future? Excuse me, like Cross the Line Radio does? Never heard of it? Oh, man. Damn. Ooh wee. Good night. Ask him, have you ever heard of Captain Tazariak? He been on like No Jumper with Whack 100 and stuff like that. He interviewed Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dope stuff. Have you ever heard of Captain Tazariak? Or have you ever heard of Polite? Brother Polite. What did he say? Yes, sir. All right, no sweat. So if you heard of Captain Tazariak, then Captain Tazariak, what was I going with that point? Yeah, cross the line. Okay. If you would like us to do that, like cross the line, and then also we're gonna put a link on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page where you can actually access Cross the Line from our page. That way you could actually dig it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Captain Tazariak smoked Polite in a debate, did him dirty, ran him out of New York. That's why he went to LA, where he eventually ended up sexually abusing a young girl, a minor child, which is why he's locked up right now, just like his spiritual father, Dr. York.
That's right.
Dr. Malachi Z. York from Planet Risk. And I guess being around him is a risk. Having your children around him is a big risk. That's what planet he from. All right. Somebody said, Khan, you should do that. You should. That would be awesome. All right, no sweat. We're gonna structure this. Yeah. Captain Tazariak was on God Logic. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. But we're gonna structure this in the future. We'll start structuring our broadcast as to where people can actually, but first, before we add you in, we're gonna have to see that you're fully clothed and that you're not smoking weed in the background and all that crap. You understand? We're gonna have to be able to know that you're an actual decent person. We'll let you up here and ask all your questions live in the flesh, same way Cross the Line does. You understand? And then we'll get to them. I just want you to know, every brother in the Israelite School UPK is absolutely trained to take you on a journey through the river that flows through the Bible, which is the truth. And we definitely well versed in this. And so any questions that y'all do have, man, just give us a call. You should be able to contact our school personally here. If you could throw the number up, I think we got a banner with the number up if you want to do that. If you're in the Milwaukee area,
Just hide the comment.
or if you're ever in the Milwaukee area, you know what I'm saying? There go the number right there, 414-293-2335. Just give us a call if you need to get in contact with any zone in the Israelite School UPK. Like we got a school in DC, Bucks Brown. If you wanted to like pull up on them brothers, kick it with them, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely a good thing to do. I'm not sure where that other cat from that I was talking to about the language.
DJ Q.
DJ Q, I'm not sure where you from, man. Let me know where you from, brother. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all could definitely give us a call. We'll direct you in the right, we'll put you in the right direction. With that, if there's nothing else from you, Bucks Brown, nothing else from DJ Q, I'm gonna give y'all like 2 minutes to respond or ask any more questions. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to it. We're gonna close out the Sabbath service. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of seconds to do what y'all do, and then y'all can watch us throw up the Hebrew prayers. Get rid of that comment right there. Let them see the number and everything like that if you could, priest. Hold on, go down to that last comment. Let me see what they said. Oh man, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your kind words. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I think it's very important to be able for the students to interact with the teacher as well. So yeah, go ahead, Amunga Bar.
Like just one disclaimer from Captain Moss. So with the Sabbath service, it's not going to be that interactive as we can do that we have liberty to do with the other classes.
Yeah,
this is just like the Sabbath service. It shouldn't even have really gone this long, but we definitely want to make sure that you brothers know what to tune into. If you have questions, of course, we'll address it. But the Sabbath service is more directly just the Sabbath service, not as interactive. But like tomorrow night, for example, we got the podcast, the Pressure podcast. But then, Monday through Friday, we got those classes during the week that you can definitely chime into.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, tomorrow we got a podcast called Ton of Pressure. If you want some details on that, just give us a call. And then we can absolutely make that interactive where we can bring you up on the screen. And then we'll give you if you ask for the link, actually we'll put the link in the chat to where you can see the link. You can hit the link. You can join right in on here. And then we can talk about whatever we're talking about at that time, at that moment. If you got questions or you wanted to, challenge us, if you want to challenge, you could try for sure. That's fine. I mean, we was born in war. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no thing, brother. Respect to you. You know what I'm saying? We men of the Lord, so we just speak like men. You know what I'm saying? I hopefully you wasn't offended. You know what I mean? So absolutely, definitely a fruitful conversation. And let us know where you at, brother. Give us a call. We can lock it in like that. But yeah, we definitely took the Sabbath service way past what we should have taken it. But yeah, the Sabbath service won't be ran like an interactive show. But tomorrow night it will be ran like that. Yeah, for sure. Call us tomorrow. What, 5 o'clock?
Got 5 p.m. Central
6.
Standard Time. We're going 6.
Are we doing it 6 from now? From now on, did we ever discuss that?
5 to 7.
5 to 7. Yeah, we was supposed to switch it over to Saturday. For now, we're gonna keep it on Saturday. I mean on Sunday. The next following week, we'll do it on Saturdays, and we'll promote that to let y'all know. So, but with that, we're gonna close out the Sabbath service.
Pagum.
Panya Kudam, or it's like a Panya Kudam, which means turn to face the east. There's the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. You can find it in Matthew chapter 6, verse 9 through 13. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahweh. Balakutka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Shemayim. Thunmanawa. Lakam. Kal. Yawam. Wasalak Lanawa. Kabawat Nawa,
Kabawat Nawa,
Kasalak Nawa,
Kasalak Nawa,
Kabawati Nawa,
Kabawati Nawa,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Tabiya Nawa,
Tabiya Nawa,
Manasawan,
Manasawan,
Abal,
Abal,
Abusha Nawa,
Abusha Nawa,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Right,
Right,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Laka,
Laka,
Malakwa,
Malakwa,
Wa'ala,
Wa'ala,
Wahatapara,
Wa'atapara,
La'awalamya,
La'awalamya,
Aman,
Aman.
In English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
We forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the power. For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the and the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it.
Prayer for the Hakak, the power in Hebrew. Yahweh Simi Hawashah,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua,
Baba Kasha,
Baba Kasha,
Thunder Nawa,
Thunder Nawa,
Hakak,
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 Lara Pa'a,
Lara,
Kal Makala,
Call Makala,
Kal Marawa,
Call Marawa,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Lataha,
Latahar,
Hamatazarain,
Hamatazarain,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Lahakwim,
Lahakwim,
Hamathim,
Hamathim,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Arakwa,
Arakwa,
Hatama'ala,
Hatma'ala,
Lagarson,
Lagarson,
Simi Hawashah,
Hashem Yahshua,
Awad Aman,
Awad Aman.
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahshua,
Please give us the power.
please give us the
The
power,
power to heal all manner of sickness.
the power to heal all manner of
And
sickness,
all manner of disease.
and all manner of
The
disease,
power to raise the lepers.
the power to raise the lepers,
The power to cleanse the lepers.
the power to cleanse the lepers,
The power to raise the dead.
the power to raise the dead,
The power against unclean spirits.
the power against unclean spirits,
Cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you so big.
Thank you, so be it.
Pray to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh Shem Yahawashah,
Yahweh Shem Yahshua,
Barak Lanawa,
Barak Lanawa,
Wayasha'ala,
Wayasha'ala,
Wahabaya,
Wayabaya,
Sapari,
Sapari,
Shem Yahawashah,
Hashem Yahshua,
Awad Aman.
Awad Aman.
You know what I'm saying? What we just said in the English is Lord.
Lord,
In the name of Jesus.
in the name of Jesus,
Bless us.
bless us,
And Israel.
and Israel,
And the school.
and the school.
In the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus.
Thank you so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha,
Asha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Ahahari,
Ahahari,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a,
Azari,
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 Ma'ain,
Ma'ain,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayam,
Shamayam,
Barataza,
Barataza,
Ayatan,
Ayatan,
Lamuat,
Lamawat,
Ragalka,
Ragalka,
Ayanuam,
Ayanuam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Na,
Hana,
La'a,
La'a,
Yanuam,
Yanawam,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
Yayasan,
Yayashan,
Shawamah,
Shawamah,
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'al,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Aliyah,
Aliyah,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yawamam,
Yawamam,
Hashma,
Hashamash,
La'a,
La'a,
Yakaka,
Yakaka,
Wayara,
Wayara,
Balayala,
Balayala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Makalra,
Magalra,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Atnapash,
Atnapash,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Tazat,
Tazat,
Wabawak,
Wabawak,
Maita,
Maita,
Wai,
Wai,
Awalon.
Awalon.
In English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth these will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve.
Saya Aitazawa, Atasapawanyaka, Amawa, Lakawa, Wanaka Yadam, Magawi, Wala Yazaka, Shamya Shala, Iwa, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, La, Yakarwa, Ayaka, Barya, Yakarat, Ahali, Arawam, Waya Shemaya Layam, Nawab, Wahagari, Gabal, Wamawan, Wamalak, Halashat, Amishabi, Tazawo, Gam Ashawo, Nalawa, Imam, Aywa, Zarwa, Abanyalawa, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamari, Kasiya Sarah, Kayabi, Banakal, Yashwan, Nashamaru, Ayan the Ara, Aywa, the Man, Ladam, Shatamu, Nadayab Muba, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazaba, Wakazamana, Kana Sakamu, Asha, Amaru, Nairasha, Tanwa, Nawa, Alahai, Alahaya, Shatamu, Galgala, Kakwash, Panya Rawaka, Kaash, Taba Ira, Wakala Haba, Talaha, Ayam, Kanta Gatma, Basa Irika, Basa Wapat, Tabalaham, Pala'a, Panyaham, Palawan, Wayabakwash, Shinka, Yahweh, Yapash, Wayabahalwa, Ariai, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadai, Kayata, Shamka, Yahweh, the Badka, Ariwan, Kal, Arataza.
In English, keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumble.
Thy enemies make a tumble.
They that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said, come.
They have said, come.
And let us cut them off from being a nation.
Let us cut them off from being a nation.
The name of Israel may be no more and remember.
That the name of Israel may be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one
They
consent.
have confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Israelites.
And the Israelites.
Moab.
Moab.
And Hagarine.
And Hagarine.
The Ball and Ammon.
The Ball and Ammon.
And Amalek.
And Amalek.
The Philistines.
The Philistines.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
As unto the Midianites.
As unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
As the brook of Kisan.
And the brook of Kisan.
Perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Like Zed.
And like Zed.
Yea. All their princes as Abba.
All their princes as Abba.
And
as Amun.
Who said,
Let
us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
The houses of God in possession.
the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel, make them like the wheel.
Make them like the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy temper.
So persecute them with thy temper.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
Oh Yahweh.
Oh Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou, whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Of all the earth.
Over all the earth. Pray for the selected. Pray for the power structure in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shah.
Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shah.
Mayaka'ala.
Wa'alahai.
Wa'alahai. Batazabya. Alawap Yahan. Alawapyam. Asaranya. Batazayanya. Akhaya Yoli. Wahakwatya. Yahweh. Hashim Yahweh Shah. Tawara Aman.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
Michael
And
and
Michael.
the angels.
The angels.
Manager in Yahana.
Manager in Yahana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
teachers.
The teachers.
Excuse me. The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
These are the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Thy
Thy
The
prophets.
teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
Shake loose the treasures of the rich of Israel.
Shake loose the treasures of the rich of Israel.
Refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
The court system.
Court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity. Egyptology. Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation. Skinheads. Posse Comitatus. The gay movement. The lesbian movement. Spies. Workers of witchcraft. That's a space program. Army. Navy. Air Force. Marines. Wall Street. Open up the internet. And the airwaves. The cable access channel. And the radio channel. Convict the spirit. Any of thy people. That seek to stop us. Bring swift destruction. All the heathens. That stand in the way. Or try to stop us. From broadcasting your word. Throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro. From the earth and consume them. Let the plagues. Take the house of the thief. And the murderer. Let Yahweh Shah. Michael and Gabriel. Come down with the flying saucers. And punish all the heathens. Come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all. The angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread throughout the media. Through the whole earth. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always. So be. Sorry, turn.
Salute the Lord.
Slot. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabrak. Yeah.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabrak. Yeah. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabrak. Yeah.
Yeah, Bashem Yashaber, yeah.
Yeah, Bashem Yashaber, yeah.
Brothers and sisters. I'm going to salute to the brothers and sisters on the way out. Man of Israel and Magum. Magum Shabbat. Magum Shabbat. Magum. Barak. Yahweh. Yahweh. Yad Matah. Salute to the sisters. Men of Israel. Magum Shabbat. Magum. Barak.
Yahweh. Come on, I thought about Shem Yahweh.
Yad Matah. Include Sabbath service.
Any man want to be anointed? You can do that. You get them right there.